and welcome to Daily Inspirations. I'm Michelle Dawn, and today I am doing a tour of my planner after a major revamp, which I did post CEO Bootcamp with Jane's Agenda. Well, Jane Wild herself from Jane's Agenda. And I'm really excited. I can't wait to show you what I've got going on in here. It may be confusing if you didn't also attend Planner Bootcamp, but hopefully it'll make a little bit of sense to you, even if you didn't. And let's get started. All right, so I'm going to take it out of the wrap to just so I can flip it around easier and show you. Plus, there's a lot of glare over on the side. I moved my light to the side so that I could show you guys my tour. Anyway, I just wanted to show you I am using my second pen loop now for my erasable pen. My not erasable pen is still over there. I have loved this chocolate wrap all month long, and I'm very excited to do my August Get Ready With Me. I don't know what color the wrap will be yet, but I'm very excited. Okay, so here's my planner. I'll let you see the top first. I have tons and tons and tons of top tabs now. And then the side, I'm not happy with my labels, so I am going to redo those. However, I'm extremely happy with the setup. I want to do clear labels instead of white labels. That will make me a lot happier. Starting with the beginning, it's a very good place to start. Okay, sorry, I'm moving around all over the place. The camera's shaking, everything, my whole desk is shaking. I'm shaking the whole bus over here. Okay. All right, so this is the front dashboard that I use behind the cover. And then I have my, what do you call these? The year at a glance and the holidays for the 2025 year. And then, although these things technically go in the future section, I'm not keeping them in there simply because I want my name page to be in the front of my planner. And I didn't want to put it behind the tab because I wanted this pretty dashboard set behind the tab. Okay, so these tabs are, dividers, tabbed dividers are from the Jane's Agenda August box. I did cheat and go ahead and put those in already because I wanted to use them for my reorganization here. But they are different colors, neutral colors, but they're different colors. 3 different colors, like a light brown, more like a sepia brown, and then this peachy, and then a darker brown. Okay, so now we have the future section. Every subsection has a tab. Okay, so this is the future section, and the subsections all have top tabs. And those top tabs are connected to a dashboard. So for example, this first tab is vision board. I'll show you close up this time, and then from now on I'll just tell you what it says. Okay, so the first one is vision board, and since I didn't technically make a vision board for 2025, I did this instead. I have my favorite quote cards from Jane's Agenda, and they are reminding me of all of the things that I wanted to accomplish, that I have in my vision for this year. And I think I'm doing a pretty good job. First you dream, then you do. Rise and shine. Art of living. This one is my favorite. I am under no obligation to make sense to you. Focus. And this one, I am no bird, and no net ensnares me. I am a free human being with an independent will. Charlotte Bronte. And that was from Jane Eyre. And of course, the back, all good things are wild and free. And then this one is I think it was the February box, and it was the love. So it says this side is your special someone, and the other side is for yourself. And then this one was from a couple or a few years ago, and this is dopamine hacks. Well, I'm sorry, happiness chemical hacks. The first one is dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphin. So anyway, I thought that I would share my little makeshift vision board. I do intend to make another one for 2026. Um, you know, I got big plans. I have future goals that are so big you can't even imagine. Okay, so now we have the mission statement section. It just says mission up here. And I liked this dashboard because it's like the navigation dashboard. I really thought that was cool. And I did do a mission statement. I took notes on how to write a mission statement online. And then I came up with a few, and then I narrowed it down. So the mission of Daily Inspirations is to inspire individuals toward intentional living, creative expression, and holistic well-being through the exploration of functional planning, creative journaling, and a toxin-free lifestyle, particularly those managing chronic illness and pain. I feel like I may have a little something to offer everybody, but the chronic illness, chronic pain community might um, have a little more to gain from me since I have so much experience in that area. Okay, 3 to 5 year goals. I have not created them yet. My future plans, again, not done yet. Someday, oh, just to show you as well, I put the tabs on the back of the divider so that I could go like that, grab the tab and flip like that. Um, Although that was another whole section, so it took the divider thing with it. But I take the whole tab and flip the whole dashboard. Let me go back to the beginning and show you how I would do that. So let's say I'm in my future section and I want to go to 3 to 5 year goals. I just down here a little bit more. Boop. And then I'm at my 3 to 5 year goals. And I thought this was cool because it's like the future going down the okay, and then we have future projects, the someday section. I have this someday list that I got in a subscription box, but that was when I was using classic size. So I just punched the top and bottom to give myself a little example page. It's actually technically a reminder to buy junior size someday sheets. They're in my cart right now. And then the next section is goals. It's my goals. So that's the next big main section. And the first subsection is the goal worksheets. Some of them are filled out already. Some are not. And then annual goals. These are filled out. I have one for every life category in my perspective of what life categories are. And then quarterly goals is this subsection. I'm going to be doing a quarterly goal video again for third quarter pretty soon, although we're almost mid third quarter already. I do still want to do my check-in, my debrief, etc. All right, monthly check-in. I don't have a whole lot in this section yet because I'm not entirely sure what to put in this section. Focus notes. These are my focus notes. So for example, for when I'm focusing on my content creation, I'm going to come here and look at this list. I did make one for July, although I made it only a few days ago, and it's not going to be possible to do all of that in July. But let's say I was practicing my content creation focus outline deal, I guess. This is a focus outline about my focus outline video that I'm going to make about focus outlines. And then next is priorities. Priorities doesn't have a dashboard because I put it on this. Again, I don't know if you saw my, I think it was the Get Ready With Me for July. I made a notebook for the boot camp, the CEO Bootcamp that Jane did. And I accidentally printed it on letter. I mean, 8.5 by 11 size. Is that letter? Sizes are so confusing to me now. Yeah, because legal is the big one. Okay, so I accidentally printed it on letter size, which looks gigantic to me at this moment. So I punched all the pages and put them in a little notebook, folded them in half like that. But because I wanted to have this page and this page about prioritization for reference in my priorities section, I went ahead and printed them out, and then I made my own matrix. It's not my own. It's Jane's matrix, but I drew it on my own piece of paper, and then I went ahead and I put all my tasks on these little page flag sticky notes, and then I sorted them into their perspective prioritization categories, and then I choose from these when I do my weekly plan. Okay, and then my next, okay, so this is the section is called next, and the first subsection is the master list, which has been evolving over time and needs to be edited and reworked, but I've been working on it. And then next is the daily focus section. In this section, I have a page from the CEO Bootcamp as well. And then I did put some focus outlines in here. This is my Monday focus or admin day. I can explain my theme days another time, but due to my chronic illness and chronic pain, I have found over the last 2 weeks that I sometimes have to switch my days. So although my goal is to have admin day be on Monday, I might have a doctor appointment, and so therefore my peopling day, my meetings day, my team day, etc., goes on that day instead. So then I'll switch admin day to a different day. And these are the things that I need to do on Mondays. Tuesdays are designated as my creative days. Deep work Wednesday. Friday, you'll notice I skipped Thursday. You'll see why. Friday is finish everything and my mindset and planning day. Jane has those as separate days, but I had to combine them, and I'll show you why. Thursday, I have errands and chores day. I didn't want to have a whole focus outline page for that because it's literally just shopping, cleaning, and home projects. And I have a separate section for cleaning, a separate thing for my grocery shopping list, and a separate section for home projects. So I didn't want to I'll probably put a see also note here, and see also shopping list or grocery list, etc. Um, and then Saturday/Sunday. So I have designated the weekends, Saturdays and Sundays, as my team and recovery days. And it's either one or the other. So Saturdays, I do my team day, and Sundays, I do my recovery day, or vice versa. So I have Zoom events on Saturdays and Sundays with my people. And so I'm going to definitely try to do at least one, either Saturday or Sunday. But I also um, need to forgive myself if I can't do it at all on a particular weekend. On the days, on the Saturdays or Sundays that I designate to be a team day, I will do a Zoom, possibly a social event, for example, going to visit a friend, um, a day date, going to the park, I don't know, whatever, or go over the coming week and record my Write With Me. So, I mean, and go over the coming week and record the Write With Me, or I can do the recovery day and rest. So I hope that makes sense. One of them is Saturday, one of them is Sunday. It's probably never going to be the same. I may end up, after I have some experience with having theme days, I may end up going ahead and designating particular days. But for right now, it's a kind of a rough draft, I guess. And I'm letting myself be flexible with those days. And then, like I said, I'll show you while I'm thinking about it so I don't forget. So, for example, I wrote in what the day was supposed to be. Creative day, it actually turned into deep work. Deep work day, it turned into team day. Errands and chores day turned into recovery day. So I ended up having to have 2 recovery days. So those things are going to happen. There's never going to be a time that I am not sick or not in pain. So there will be weeks that I have more than one recovery day. There may be weeks that I do nothing at all. However, I think it's good for me to have a tentative schedule and a plan, like a structure. Okay, next in the next section, see, get it? Next section. After daily focus is my top 3. Again, I'm not really sure what to keep in this section because I put my top 3 for the week on my weekly. So I'm not 100% sure yet what I'm going to put in here. If I don't need that section, I'll take it out. And then follow up is the next one. I did put a label down here in the bottom too of my sticky notes, because if I put it on top, because they're translucent, um, it didn't make my brain happy. And also for things like this where I wanted to have like a double row of words, I didn't want it to stick up that much. So on this side, I only have follow up showing, but this side says follow up / promises. Okay, and I don't have anything in this section yet because I haven't I haven't kind of transferred over promises that I've made, and I haven't made new promises yet, and I don't have things to follow up with yet since I made this section. So that's a work in progress. My grocery list section, I have started, just things that are normal on the grocery list. This next subsection has its own subsections. I don't know how to explain that. So I've got a tab divider here, but it does not match the other tabbed dividers. It's a clear, I have 2. They're both clear tab dividers with clear labels. One is current month and the other is coming months. And current month, my sunshine era. All right, this is my monthly. This is my July monthly, which also I have edited many times. There's a lot of whiteout on this page. I'm so glad I'm switching to erasable marker. I mean, erasable pen. And then I did have my zone cleaning on the back, which is now in my cleaning section. Again, don't mind the muddy paw prints. My cat likes to play in water, get dirty, play in mud, and then walk on my stuff. I don't mind though, because he's got cute feet. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. Cracking myself up. Okay, so this is August. And then I did kind of tentatively plan ahead to September. Then my weekly section is this. I have taken out my vellums that were in all of my current month sections because I wanted to have this system where I flip it like this and then I wouldn't see the vellums. So I'm using the vellum in the main sections instead. Okay, so weekly is my weekly layout. Sorry, the wind's really blowing. Every time I move, my camera moves because the whole bus is kind of unstable at the moment. I apologize if that's making you dizzy or nauseated. All right, so this is my weekly from July. And I've been a little rough with my planner this month. Also, it's extremely humid and I can actually feel the dampness on the pages. Like they just feel, you know that word, humid. I don't want to say it. I don't want to trigger anybody. Um, anyway, this is my week. Is it number 31? Weekly number 31? I think so. I think this is 31. These are the migrated tasks from last week. I had, my brain was bigger than my ability last week. So I pretty much migrated everything. Next section is budget, but I'm not going to show you. And then my journal didn't get a dashboard. It got a bookmark, a page finder instead. And that's my journal for July so far. And then health tracker is the last section. And it's kind of boring because it's just for my own personal usage. But that's that. The coming months subsection has all of the coming months for the rest of the year. I thought I would keep in, I don't know if you noticed, but I took out the previous month. I found that I'm not referencing it as much as I thought I would be. So I am no longer keeping the past month. So June is not in here, just July and then upcoming months. And with July, I have 6 months total in here. So I have July through the end of December. And that means I have 5 months in the coming months section. They are not separated by dashboards because I didn't feel the need and I didn't want to waste space. So they're literally just on the first page of the, I already decorated August. You get a first little sneak peek. And then my September, October, November, December, And that would be the end. And then it's projects. That's what this tabbed divider is. And in the projects section, we have the following subsections. Project plans. I really loved this architecture behind this vellum. I just thought that was perfect for project plans. All right, this is my little system for keeping track of my content creation, video and pictures, etc. I didn't label this side. I don't know if you can see that I have sticky notes on this side as well, but this side is reels, this side is videos, and down here is pictures. Some videos and some reels will also have pictures, but some things that need pictures will not have either of these, like these two things, for example. But let's start here. So I have, for example, I probably say that a lot. I have my planner revamp tour, which I'm recording right now. So pretend this video is done recording. I am going to put it in the edit box. When I'm finished editing, I will put it in the publish box. After I publish, I will throw it away. And then I will take and move. If I have, for example, get ready with me for August will be after that. Then I'll probably have to do the monthly check-in before the giveaway. And then after these three are done, I'm going to do the third quarter planning. I don't want to keep too many in under any particular category. I also have, so my pictures, I have to take pictures of the Alice in Wonderland project and the Mermaids project I did. And over here for reels or shorts, these would be long form, these are short form. I have different things, but one thing that I have is the Journal with Me 1 and Journal with Me 2 and Inspiration 1 and 2. And that's because I kind of have 2 weeks going at the same time always. I'm currently behind, so I do have these in the project, like the pending projects area. But once I record one and put it in the edit section, number 2 will come down here to the record section, and then they'll rotate. I hope that makes sense. I don't know how else to put words together that mean what I'm trying to say at the moment. I apologize. My brain's been functioning a lot better lately. However, I still have some issues, you know. And then I have my project planning pages. So this was my YouTube July and my Instagram July. Now I'm going to have to, well, I may, it's a shame I didn't use erasable pen on these. I may go back and just change this to August and change the dates. But, pardon me. Anyway, that's the project plans. And then active projects, this is a list of active projects, which I have not done yet. Project notes, again, have nothing. Okay, in my Gantt chart section, I'm currently, well, in August, I'm going to start trying, I know it's technically not a Gantt chart, but it's more of a chronological tracking chart. I mean, obviously, I'm using a habit tracker, so it's going to be a chronological tracking chart. But Write With Me shorts, I wanted to have one posted on the 4th of August, the 11th of August, the 18th of August, and the 25th of August. I don't know if you could see the highlighting that I did. I did do that with erasable highlighter. That was the purple one that came in the Jane's Agenda box. That's when I realized that I am in love with erasable highlighter. And then I realized in the last box that I'm in love with erasable pen. Was it July or August box? It must have been the August box because I didn't know I needed it before then. Okay, then the debriefs section, I don't have any completed debriefs in here. I just have the debrief worksheets. The team section has the team main section. Okay, so that's a tab divider. Has meetings. I have doctor appointment notes. I didn't think to put a page on top, so I'm not going to show you that particular section. Team list, I have not made yet. So, of course, I haven't made my team notes yet. Oh, reference section is next. So this is a tabbed divider again. Reference section. And this is the last big section. And so the rest of the subsections are part of the reference section. And I have reference pages. I do move them into the section, whatever they're in reference to after I write them. Medical section, I did think to put a page in front of my medical information. Yeah, I do have those filled out. And I have templates. Which I currently only have my task batching template in here right now. Lists. I have several different kinds of lists in here. Books. And then, but my books section, I have a summer reading list, book log, fiction series to be read, nonfiction to be read. Let me know if you know what this list is. What is this book list? If you know, comment below. Where did I get this list of books? Why do I want to read them? Okay, I'm almost done with Atomic Habits. Thank goodness. It's only taking me months. months. Okay, and then the last section is my cleaning section, and I have my Jane's Agenda inserts for resetting your home, the 15-minute ideas, the cleaning supplies, daily gratitude, seasonal declutter. Ta-da! That's it. And then my back cover is just a clear one because I slide it into the back of my wrap cover. But that's it. Let's take a look again at this. I have many top tabs, and they make me so happy. I just feel so organized. I don't, you know how you get that like super good feeling when you're using your planner or when you check something off of your planner? I now get that really good feeling just looking at my tabs. I feel so silly, but it's true. And then the side tabs, again, I want to change my labels. These divider tabs are numbered. That's why I labeled them with the white. Oh, I forgot I cut my nails off. All right, I was going to try to lift it up and show you and put it back down, but let's see if you can just see through the back. They're numbered, so it's gold and it says 01. And it's really pretty. However, I wanted mine to be labeled with words, so I did hear that you can remove the gold printing with acetone. I can't use acetone. I might ask somebody else to do it for me. I don't know. We'll see. Alrighty, friends. Let me put this back in my wrap before I forget. And I have another thing to tell you. This card usually gets so beat up, and I figured out why. It's because I've spent so much time in my bed the last few months. Well, actually, this whole 2025 year. And so I have it open with me, like in my lap, but my lap isn't flat. So it's constantly doing this, right? So I'm writing in it, and I'm going like this, and it rubs on this little card all day, every day. Not anymore, because I'm back in my desk. I'm back at my desk. I'm not in my desk. And that's it. That's my planner tour. Woohoo! I hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy this video, please consider leaving a like, subscribing, and a comment. I'll see you all next time, which will be Get Ready With Me for August. Planner edition. As always, stay inspired. I love y'all. Bye.